been on a sports team and seeing the team like gather like a break, whatever, they're all kind of like standing out talking, laughing, joking around, and the coach walks in and he says, "Quiet, listen up." And then everyone hushes. That's what happens in today's gospel. The gospel of the 12th Sunday in ordinary time, as there's all this chaos going on around, and Jesus steps in and he says to the wind and the waves, "Quiet, be still, listen up." A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Glory to you, O Lord. On that day, as evening drew on, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us cross to the other side." Leaving the crowd, they took him with them in the boat just as he was, and other boats were with him. A violent squall came up, and waves were breaking over the boat, so that it was already filling up. Jesus was in the stern, asleep on a cushion. They woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" He woke up, rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Quiet, be still." The wind ceased, and there was great calm. Then he asked them, "Why are you terrified? Do you not yet have faith?" They were filled with great awe, and said to one another, "Who then is this, whom even the wind and the sea obey?" The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. That image of a coach coming in and telling his players, "Shh, quiet, listen up," is what Jesus does today in this Gospel. What is Jesus doing? He's showing that he has authority. The players who gather around the coach, they see, oh, there's a coach. He has authority over the team. And as Jesus is there in the boat, surrounded by the rain and the waves and the wind and all of that stuff, he, as the Son of God, has authority over them. Why? Because Jesus is the second person of the Trinity, coming and walking among us in human form, in this human body. And yet he shows there his power, that the second person of the Trinity, through whom all things were made, as we say in the Creed, that Jesus is the same person through whom the wind and the waves and the water were all made. And so when Jesus speaks to those things, they kind of implicitly recognize his authority, recognize his voice. You can imagine if we were standing in a huge thunderstorm and you're walking with Jesus and you tell the Lord, "Jesus, I'm super afraid of this." And Jesus says, "Peace, be still." And the rain stops, the thunder stops, and it's all peaceful and calm. And you're not afraid anymore. And he says, Jesus says to the disciples at the end there, he says, "Why are you terrified? Don't you have faith? Don't you have faith in me?" We can ask ourselves, we have a lot of things in the world that come and can make us afraid, a little bit terrified, a little bit scared. But do we have faith in Jesus as we see the miracles that he did, as we see the ways that he healed people, that he stopped the wind and the waves, as we see him dying and being raised from the dead? Don't we have faith in him yet? Do we believe in Jesus yet? Which are we going to choose? Fear that tells us, "Oh, you can't do it. Oh, go and hide. Oh, run away." Or faith in Jesus, who calls us to follow him and to live out our love for him and our confidence to be children of God in the world? We can choose faith over fear today because we have confidence in Jesus, who has authority over all the powers of nature and who calls us to be his disciples and his friends.